Walk any path in Destiny's garden, and you will be forced to choose not once, but many times. The paths fork and divide. With each step you take through Destiny's garden, you make a choice, and every choice determines future paths. However, at the end of a lifetime, you might look back and see only one path stretching out behind you, or look ahead and see only darkness. Sometimes you dream of the paths of destiny and speculate to no purpose. Dream about the paths you took and the paths you didn't take. The paths diverge and branch and reconnect. Some say not even destiny himself truly knows where any way will take you, where each twist and turn will lead. But even if destiny could tell you, he will not. Destiny holds a secret. The garden of destiny, you would know it if you saw it. After all, you will wander it until you die, or beyond. For the paths are long, and even in death there is no ending to them. Destiny of the Endless is the only one who understands the garden's peculiar geography, distinct from time and space where the potential becomes the actual. Destiny knows. The book he carries is as much a guide to the garden as it is to the minutiae of future past. Destiny has no path of his own. He makes no decisions, picks no branching ways. His way is laid out, drawn and defined, from the beginning of time to the end of everything. Hello and welcome back to The Hole in the Wall. Today we'll be starting our part 1 of 7 mini-series talking about the endless, concepts that have been explored in Neil Gaiman's book, The Sandman. Today we'll be talking about Destiny of the Endless, who he is, his impact on the story, and, well, what I think about Destiny. So, if you're new here, please stick around. Let's explore Destiny of the Endless. So, we gotta start off with who exactly Destiny is, or exactly who the Endless are, as you probably don't know who they are. So, let's start with The Sandman. The Sandman is a series created by Neil Gaiman talking about dreams, and talking about not just him, but his 7 family, the Endless. The Endless are 7 over-godlike beings, each representative of their own name: destiny, death, dream, destruction, desire, despair, and delirium. Each one representing, well, their names. They are godlike beings who have existed before time itself and will be here after time itself has completely gone away. But today we'll be talking about the oldest of the 7, Destiny. So, start with Destiny is the tallest of the Endless. He is the oldest of the Endless, being here way before us, way before time, and probably way before anything, as, again, just by his name, he is Destiny. He is not the god of destiny. He is not the anything of destiny. He is the idea of destiny. He is what we think about when we think of the future and the past. When we talk about time moving forward, we are talking about this man. He is clothed in a gray robe. He has no shoes, and he is perceived to be blind by all of the Endless. His first appearance was in Volume 4, Seasons of Mist, where he brings together the family so that he can say some very cryptic things to dream. His involvement with the series is very limited, as there's not much you can do with Destiny of the Endless, as, again, to put it in perspective, he is the story of the Endless. He basically is just time. Again, these beings are not human, they're not gods. Hell, most of the Endless are where gods come from. So there's not much we can do with Destiny. Again, he is shown very limited in the series, mostly shown in his garden that I just described to you at the beginning of this video. He is one of the most mysterious of the Endless, as, again, who is he? Why is he? What is he? Well, we can answer that first one, we can answer that last one, but not really the 2 other ones. He leaves no footprints in the sand because, well, how does Destiny leave Destiny? Again, he is described as wearing a gray robe, no shoes. He also carries an interesting book, Book of Destiny. made of the leather of a creature who has never existed and will never exist. He is chained to the Book of Destiny as we all are chained to him. It is speculated that within this book, he carries the universe. He carries every action, every secret, every moment of history, everything that could happen, everything that will happen, everything that might happen is in that book. He is chained to it as much as we are chained to him, which is an interesting idea because later on in the series, in Brief Lives, we are told that endless are just aspects. They are two sides of a singular coin, and he is being described as the antithesis to freedom, which is an interesting idea when you look at the fact that his book that carries everything is chained to him. He's never able to escape his garden. He is never able to escape his job, even if he wanted to. Unlike many of the other Endless, he can never leave his job. He will never be able to escape destiny because we can't escape destiny. In that same book, Season of Mist, he is described as such. Destiny is the oldest of the Endless. In the beginning, there was the Word. It was traced by hand on the first page of his book, before it ever was spoken aloud. Destiny is also the tallest of the Endless to mortal eyes. There are some who believe him to be blind, whilst others, perhaps with more reason, claim that he has traveled far beyond blindness, that he indeed can do nothing but see, that he sees the fine traceries the galaxies make as spiral through the void, that he watches intricate patterns living things make on their journey through time. Destiny smells of dust in the libraries of night. He leaves no footprints. He casts no shadow. Which is an interesting thought. Destiny is considered blind by every single one of the Endless. But how? He can read. He has a book tied to him. How could he be blind? Unless he could see everything. Unless just the idea of knowing the past, the present, and the future, you are blind. What if you knew your future? What if you knew every single choice that you will make? What if you knew every single path you would take, every single breath you took? You would be blind. But you would have the ability to see everything. Destiny is chained to his book. We are chained to him. Everything that happens will happen. Everything that could happen will happen. Everything is in that book. His impact on the series is so massive, even though he never utters more than a couple phrases in the novel. Everything from the Seasons of Mist to Brief Lives to his eventual final scene in the Wake. He's shown to know more than any of the other Endless because he is more than the other Endless. He is the knowledge of more than the other Endless. Though he stays to himself, his brief appearances tell us more about the novel than the novel tells about itself. Destiny walks alone. He will always walk alone. All of the other Endless can live and can be with others, but he truly can't. Truly, Destiny is alone and to himself. So next time you walk, next time you talk, next time you make a decision, make a choice, make an action, know this. Know that your actions might have always been chosen for you. Know that there might be someone reading a book of your own story. Know that there's a possibility that you too are chained to a book and you walk in a garden alone. You walk and you walk and you walk. You are chained to a book you have no knowledge of. Even in the story, it is shown that Destiny does not truly understand the book that he reads. He is just the vessel as to which the pages will turn. You are as much chained to Destiny as Destiny is chained to the book. There's not much to say with Destiny of the Endless, as he's a character shown very few times in the Sandman. I think I count all of his appearances on one hand. He still has a very big impact on the series. Still a very cool character, very in-depth character. Again, all of the Endless are, but his character, of course, is really neat. But with all that being said, are going to be, of course, 6 more of the Endless that we will cover. Hopefully every Sunday we will have one of the new Endless. Next is going to be Death of the Endless, which there's going to be a bit more to say about her, because we're not just going to be talking about Neil Gaiman's depiction, we'll be also talking about 2 other depictions of death, and more if I could find other versions of death, but mainly the 2 most prominent versions, at least in the 21st century. So if you enjoy the series, please come along. Again, The Sandman is a brilliant novel. If you haven't read it for yourself, there's online comics for free. I suggest you pick it up, you read it, or Audible has an audio version capping the first 6 novels. Just want to learn about Destiny, Seasons of Mist is a perfect place to start with him. He actually has the most appearances in that comic than any of the other places. But with all that being said, thank you for watching the video, and good night.